Okay, I am live and I am here to give readings to people who want them. Anybody around want a reading? Feeling a little restless tonight. Thought I'd come on and give some readings to people if they're around, if they want some. My name's Rochelle, by the way. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. I know there are people out there who need some guidance. Is there anybody around who wants some guidance right now? Can do a collective reading till someone pops on. Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna use my rune cards. What does the collective need to know right now? Partnership. Love is on a lot of people's minds right now. This could be partnership in other areas of life as well. Friends, coworkers, general collaborators, signals. Getting signals from maybe someone that you're in partnership with. Signs, signals, what kind of signals? Somebody really wants to wants to come together in partnership. They're sending signals because they want to have some kind of harvest with you. They want to plant something with you, cultivate it, nurture it, and have a big, beautiful bounty from it. So this is looking good so far for the collective. I like this. That resonates for you? Awesome. I think there are a lot of relationships that are coming together now or are going to soon. Wow, it doesn't usually take this long for people to show up. Anybody want a reading? That's funny. All right. Well, then I'm just going to practice using the good tarot. And I'll just keep I'll keep doing readings for the collective. I don't usually come on this late. Everyone's in bed already. It's Saturday night now. It's Saturday night though. So, maybe everyone's out. Maybe people are finally not stuck at home by themselves. They're actually going out and having lives. Connecting with their crushes, their friends, people they care about. We have Two of Earth. In this deck, this talks about needing to find the balance between work and play. Also doing something that you really enjoy, work-wise, employment-wise. Crystal Davis, you can totally ask. You're the first one. Two of Earth. Let's get some balance in our lives, shall we? What would you like to ask? I think I want to go with a different deck, though. Depends what you ask, I guess. What's your question? What does Crystal Davis want to know? Gonna grab my Spirit Animal Oracle. Hey, the Aries, welcome. Yay. So good. So glad to have you here. All right, Crystal Davis, can you tell me what's coming towards me in love? I felt guided to grab the Spirit Animal Oracle. You are welcome. Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. Let's see what else, so I can get a bigger picture. Clear out the clutter, Frog Spirit. Yay, thank you for subscribing and liking. Moth Spirit, surrender now. It's interesting because this reading is speaking to what you need to do to prepare for love coming in. That focusing on the little things, getting your life decluttered, cleared up, cleaned up, surrendering in the moment, to the moment, allows you, hey, Destiny Drer, it allows you to get into a place of, basically doing these things helps to raise your frequency, helps to get you into a place where you're able to receive. And that's when something can come in. Let's see if we can get a little bit more on what's actually coming. Let me look at let me grab the Oracle Tarot. Yeah, it's getting late for me. This is going to be interesting. I probably won't be on for a huge long time tonight, but hello, Jocelyn Barrett. Okay, so Crystal, putting the past to rest. You know, oftentimes the Judgment card is kind of it's a coming around. It's a renewal. It could be putting the past to rest so that you can move forward. And it can also be putting the past to rest so that it comes back around again. Swift decisions, making swift decisions, having a bigger perspective, knowing when someone does come in for you, having the clarity, having the perspective to make that decision because you've cleared the clutter. That's what gives you the clarity. Let's see, one more. New love energy. Well, Crystal, something's coming in, and some people read this card as something coming back around. This could be someone from your past coming in again. I don't know if there's anyone you're thinking about, but this can also be new love. I mean, it does say new love energy. So by taking these little steps, focusing on the moment, cleaning things up, you know, releasing the past, it's gonna open up the energy to allow something awesome in. New love energy. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Destiny Drer. Yeah, the Aries, thank you. Thank you for dropping in. And I'd be happy to give you a reading as well. You want new love, don't we all? I hear ya. It's coming. Focus on yourself, and you know, get out of that place of being so like focused on it. It's always in that time when you forget about it, when you let it go and you go on to something else, that it comes in. It's kind of a weird paradox. Destiny Drer, it is good to see you as well. Thank you. Will you and Leo be together? Destiny and Leo. Will Destiny and Leo be together? I'm going to look at my animal oracle cards again. Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit. Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. I'm getting that kind of similar to Crystal's reading, where when you tap in to your higher power, tap into your intuition, raise your frequency, consciously manifest what you want, then you're going to be able to come together with your Leo. Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. And so it's sort of this idea of, the way to manifest is you imagine and live your life as if you and your Leo are already together. What would you be doing if your Leo was in the next room? How would you be showing up? How would it feel? Really get into that place of feeling as if it's already happening now. And then, doing something else. Trying not to think about it. I know it can be difficult when you have someone on your mind that you really care about. Wow. Awesome. CC Sagittarius, welcome. Darlene Lisa, hi. Yes, I'm going to go back to Jocelyn. Jocelyn Barrett, are you here? Love you, goddess. Hello. I like that name. Would like to know if there's any possibility of my auntie calling me next week. Been practicing manifestation and listening to Reiki meditation healing videos. Hasn't spoken to me in over a year. Aw. Aw. Yay. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't understand why your auntie wouldn't want to talk to you. I guess there was some kind of falling out. That's a bummer. Thank you. Love you, goddess. Yeah, and just so you guys know, I don't really have a list. I'm kind of doing this randomly. But yeah, I will try to get to you guys as quickly as I can. Wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. Aw, Jocelyn. Yeah, this is a hard situation. It's hard having a falling out with somebody and wanting to come back together. Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. So this, it seems like, yeah, you guys are going to come back together. Maybe this year has been a good time of gaining a new perspective. Parrot spirit, watch your words. So when you do talk to one another, when you do come into contact with one another again, just try and stay in that place of, oh, and rabbit's your favorite animal. That's cool. Stay in that place of compassion and understanding that whatever's happened between you two, that there was something for you both to learn from it and to just try and hold the space and not get caught up in any kind of drama. But you have luck on your side. I don't really believe in luck, but you have, the universe is assisting you in this. And I think that despite what you've been through, you will talk again. You will come back together again. I want to grab one more from my rune deck. Journey. There's a little bit of a journey for you to go on here. Together, I guess, to come back together. There's probably going to be a need to have some discussions around what happened, around needing to find a new place to come together on. She ended your relationship because you were too codependent at the time. Now you're more mature. Recently sent her email, but she hasn't responded. Interesting. Yeah, it's a tough situation, but I think you're doing the right thing. You're doing the work. You're looking at what your part of it was, and learning the lesson, showing up in a new way. and ultimately being there to prove it to her. And now it's up to her to kind of open up to you. And I think she will. I think she will. You got the rabbit here. Again, just be mindful of your words when you get into a conversation. 12 steps. Good. Well done for graduating that. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. Very cool. Okay, Jocelyn, thank you so much for being here. Let's see who we got. Who do we got? Darlene, Lisa. CC Sagittarius, actually. Yeah. Can you please tell me what are my Capricorn, Stefan, current feelings and intentions towards me? CC Sagittarius. Stefan's current feelings towards CC Sagittarius. Ooh. I just picked up my numerology deck. I guess that was on purpose. Environment. Accident on purpose. Patience. Spirituality. This is confusing. There's something about the environment that's requiring patience. Maybe something in the environment needs to change. Maybe, I mean, you're asking what Stefan thinks about you. So, current feelings. Okay, this is not the right deck for this. I'm sorry, you guys. Mercury's in retrograde, and I'm a little jumbled. Let's find out. Here, I'm gonna go to Osho Zen. Going to say confusion. Yeah, a little confusing. I wonder if Stefan's feeling a little confused. Change. Stefan's feelings are somehow has to do with some kind of change. Projections. I feel like he's not able to see you clearly because he's projecting his stuff out onto you. I mean, we kind of do this anyway. But maybe this is a part of the change, is that this is what he has been doing. And that's changing. And there's a slowing down. Getting clear on what's been going on. Going within. Kind of moving slowly to this rainbow water where it's like drinking from the spectrum of experience, gaining that knowledge. Seeing things from a bigger perspective. Finding the balance. And there's, and looking at these cards, we have environment. There's a change of environment. We have patience around projections and like this could have to do with you having patience while he figures his stuff out, or him even learning to have patience with himself as he figures his own stuff out. And then spirituality, the slowing down, has to do with him tapping into his higher power, his intuition, which allows him to see things in a much clearer way, seeing the bigger picture, seeing you in a different way, not projecting his stuff onto you. I know. It's a little confusing, isn't it? I'm reaching here. What can I say? Let me do one more. It's hard when I don't have the clarity I want. Strength. I'm getting that he feels some confusion around how he feels around you or feels about you. On the one hand, I think he really likes you, but for some reason, he's going through some kind of change, and there's a need to be patient around this. Maybe it's something around his environment. Maybe he's moving. Maybe he's changing things up. Maybe he's realizing that he needs to, I don't know, rearrange his furniture or change his environment somehow. But that it's a way for him to see the bigger picture so that he can come towards you. It's whatever's going on is requiring some kind of strength. So, okay, that's the best I can do for you for now. I keep coming back to the fact that I think that he might be confused because I'm not getting a clear read on this. Usually, I don't know, with that many cards, I should have gotten something by now. So I think he's kind of all over the place. He's figuring himself out. Darlene Lisa, hope that's okay for you. CC Sagittarius. How is Kevin feeling about you at this time? Does he still want to be with you? How's Kevin feeling about Darlene Lisa? Let me look at the Oracle Tarot. Hey, Tay Marie Lifestyle. Welcome. You're welcome. I'm sorry, that was so weird. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes the cards are so clear and sometimes it's just like, what? And I think when it's so confusing like that, it's picking up, because that's what I'm doing. I'm picking up on the energies. I think there's a lot of confusion there. Anyway, I wish you well. I wish you well with Stefan. So Darlene Lisa, Kevin, does he still want to be with you? Well, I feel like he wants to help you. There's this sense of exchanging, wanting to exchange energy. Wisdom of experience. You know, it sounds like you guys have had some, you know, you've learned some things together, you've grown together. When we're talking about does he still want to be with you, I mean, this is someone who's celebrating. You know, this could be celebrating, this could be an anniversary cake, or you know, it's celebrating because you've learned your lesson, you've gained the wisdom. The Tower. I mean, when the Tower comes up, that can often be a huge disruption, but the Tower isn't always a bad thing. Some, you know, like this says discovery, change, and adjustments. Maybe Kevin has gotten wise about the relationship, is discovering something. Has, you know, somehow there's some kind of unexpected help between the two of you. Maybe you've shown up for Kevin in a way that has made him be like, oh, wow, Darlene Lisa is actually really amazing. Like, I see her in a new light. And there's this discovery process. Let me pick one more. Let me grab from my rune deck and see what this says. Harvest. Yeah, this is the planting, the cultivating, the bounty, the very what's the word? Oh my God, you guys. Abundant, the bountiful harvest. That's what I wanted to say. I think that Kevin still wants to be with you. I think that he's seeing things in a new light. He's having some kind of epiphany. Somehow you are here showing up differently for one another. Maybe starting to put yourselves like, oh my God, my cats are crazy and go after my decks all the time. Somehow Kevin has learned something, has gained some wisdom, has discovered something. There's some kind of change, but it's leading to this harvest. So I think it looks good. I think that Kevin does still want to be with you. You are together, so maybe it's worth trying to reconnect. Like, not asking him point blank, do you want to be with me? But I have a squirt bottle, squirt my cat. That's a long distance thing. Got it. The cards look good. Maybe it's worth, I don't know how often you guys talk, but maybe it's worth having a little light conversation around it. Oh, he's not texting you back. I mean, I don't know how long it's been that he's not texting you back. Sometimes things get kind of crazy, things get busy. It could totally not be personal, but from what I could tell from the cards, I think that it looks like he still wants to be with you, that he sees the possibility of a bountiful harvest. But maybe it's time for you guys to have, whenever he does text you back, it's time for you guys to have a little conversation and just try and be honest about where you're at. I don't know, the long distance relationship thing, it sounds tricky. I've only done it a little bit in my life a long time ago, and it's not, I don't know. It's tough. I feel for you. Maybe just give him some time and wait until he does text you back. I know that can be kind of hard, but once he does, then be like, hey, let's have a video chat. Let's talk. Let's see one another. Let's see, are we still on the same page, So I wish you well, Darlene. I do. I hope it works out for you guys. My goodness, so many people. Hey, love you, goddess. Are you still here? You wanted a general for your dad. What do you mean? Are you still here? Love you, goddess. Are you still here? Oh, I just saw, Darlene, I saw you said you haven't talked for a while. That's a bummer. Heavy. Yeah, all you can do is step back, hope for the best. All right. I think that Love You Goddess may have left the room. May have left the video. Jess J, are you here? You just text or messaged recently, commented. What am I even talking about? Oh my God, it's late. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this. My brain is like mush right now. May I ask, how does Shakira currently feel about our friendship? She's a Sagittarius. I'm an Aquarius. Sweet. So glad you're still here. Yay. How does Shakira currently feel about your friendship? Whatever will be, will be. Yeah. Yeah, you know, what can you do? Like, it is what it is kind of thing. But, you know, at some point, hopefully, you know, if he's a good guy, he's going to get back to you. And then you can reassess. And, you know, just remember that there are other fish in the sea. I know when your heart belongs to someone, it's like no one else matters, but sometimes there are other people who are better, you know. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. I appreciate that, Darlene. I don't have Cash App. Should I get Cash App? I have PayPal. Down in the description box below, I have a PayPal link if anybody wants to donate. Donations take priority, by the way. Just Jay, how does Shakira currently feel about your friendship? Balance and harmony. I think Shakira likes your friendship, finds a lot of harmony in it, is able to feel balanced. Follow your dreams. I think Shakira really, really likes you. I mean, you're asking about your friendship. Is this potentially going to be more than friendship? I mean, somebody has a dream here. You're asking how she feels about the friendship. This is a new beginning. This is a card of new beginning, new passionate, like, start of something. Status surge, another new beginning. And this card is like, it's like having been knocked down in the past, but then always standing up again, knowing that you have the ability to get through anything, to stand strong and cut through anything. And a status surge. I don't know. I feel like Shakira wants your friendship to be elevated in status. You're just friends. Yeah, maybe right now you are. Do you want to be more than friends? I mean, I feel like the fact that you're asking. Hey, Ranger. And hey, Tay Marie Lifestyle. Yeah, I will get to you guys. So you know, I feel like we have one of two things on our hands. Either you're asking because you're feeling like she's vibing you and you're like worried because you only want to be friends, or you like her and she likes you back. You just want to be friends. She likes you. She would, I kind of feel like she would like this friendship to go to the next level. Not necessarily. I mean, this could just be like really enjoying the friendship. Like maybe you guys are just like becoming BFFs and that's great. You know, maybe you guys are meant to collaborate with one another and help each other have some kind of status surge together. It doesn't have to be romantic. I think I'm about to go find some trouble. Yeah, you too, the Aries. Have fun finding that trouble. Thanks for coming. Hey Libra. Yeah. It doesn't have to be romantic. That could be me just reading into it because, balance and harmony, like you guys have a good friendship, following your dreams, status search, like maybe she sees that you are able to help her, or you're able to work together in a way that boosts you both, or that you have some kind of ideas that will help her, or that where she feels inspired. So, you know, it's ultimately it's up to you. I think that you probably know in your heart of hearts how she's feeling about you. And if you're feeling like she's starting to vibe you, just try and be clear that you're cool with the friend thing. I don't know. These things get kind of tricky when we start crushing on our friends. It can definitely get tricky. But she likes you. She really enjoys this friendship a lot and sees a lot of potential in it, whatever that means. So, okay. Thank you, Jess J. Thank you for being here. Hey, Tay Marie Lifestyle. How is Jason feeling about you? You're Sagittarius. No contact. You sent him a text today telling him the date you're moving out of state, but no response. How's Jason feeling about Tay Marie? You're welcome, Jess J. You're welcome. Caring for yourself. I think right now Jason is spending some time doing some self-care. I don't know what happened with you guys, but I don't think Jason is feeling too good. He's feeling like he needs to put himself first, is the better way to put it. On some level, on many levels, perhaps. Steady process. Yeah, he's working on getting himself balanced. He's working on building up his money, his getting more financially stable, feeling better, focusing on his health, his physical health, mental health, emotional health, whatever that means, financial health. Justice, making honorable choices, finding the balance. I don't know. It makes me think that for some reason, maybe he feels like he needs to not engage with you right now, even though you are moving out of state. I don't know what happened with you guys, but he's in this process of total self-focus. He's learning to find the balance within himself. He's learning how to make honorable choices. Maybe he hadn't done that in the past. Maybe he had made choices that had compromised himself in some way, and now he's focusing on himself, on his health, caring for himself, building his money. So I think he's focused on himself. I don't know that it necessarily means that he might still care about you. It's hard to say. Let me see if the room cards say anything. Breakthrough. He's going through some kind of transformation and having some kind of breakthrough right now. And Maybe eventually he'll come around and he'll reach out to you. Maybe he's not too concerned about you moving out of state. Maybe he knows that, when he gets to a good place again, then he can still go visit you or something. I don't know. But I think right now he's totally focused on himself. Yeah. Okay. There it is. There it is, Tamery. Lots of kind of wah messages tonight. Everything's a little funky, isn't it? Bad breakup from him cheating. Ugh. Okay. Well, that's painful. That's really painful. But ultimately, I don't know, if he cheated, then probably best for you to move on anyway. I don't know that you want that someone in your life who's going to do that to you, You want someone who's going to respect you, who's going to show up for you, who's going to be honest. That's tough, though. I'm sorry. Blech. All right. I wish you well, Tamery. There are so many amazing people out there. Maybe much better. Most likely. Definitely much better. Hey, Libra. What are E's current feelings towards you? Ranger's here too. I'll get you next, Ranger. Libra, what are E's current feelings towards you? Release the past. Change. Wanting change or purposely moving towards change. Feeling like there have been some kind of financial issues, but getting a handle on that, wanting to change the financial issues. Balance restored and resolution. I think that there's been something that has happened with you and E. That has it's been a little. Hey, Chrissy Chandler. I feel like you guys have gone through something that's been a little rough, but there's this purposeful forward movement, changing how you show up, how you or he. See, the question was what are his current feelings towards you? Seeing that there's a way to show up differently in this relationship. Restoring the balance. Finding some kind of resolution in the situation. There was some drama too. Yeah, there usually is, isn't there? But look, I mean, there's the restoring the balance. I think that E is learning the lessons and wants to change, wants to restore the balance with you. So I think that looks really good. Yeah. I think he is willing to make the effort to get things to work. Yeah, you can totally donate for a reading. Donations do take priority. Does he still like you? I would say yeah, based on those cards, because of going through this change and having I don't know. Let's see. Let me look at my rune cards. The self. He's definitely focused on himself. partnership. I think this is about this is the change. Maybe he was putting himself first before, and now he's seeing how to make resolution within the partnership. Understanding that it's important to put you front and center as well, or the partnership, the relationship. I think that he cares about you. I think that he wants to. He's learning his lessons so that you guys can come together to resolve whatever drama there was. Cutting communication short. I mean, yeah, that's tough. I don't know. It's hard to say because it feels like maybe he just wants to resolve things, get things on a good level between you two, so there isn't the drama anymore. The cards didn't really say whether he wants to get back together. It sounds like you're not together, but yeah. Best to just kind of wait and see when he reaches out again. Let the ball be in his court, and try to distract yourself from thinking about him, from reaching out to him. I know it's like trying not to breathe, but yeah. I don't think you paid, Chrissy Chandler. Oh, yeah, you did. Woo! Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, donations take priority. And Chrissy Chandler just gave me a donation. Thank you so much. So you paid a lot of money for a love spell. Is that love ever coming towards you? You don't see nothing. You don't see anything, and you're getting worried. Ooh, that's tough. Is this about a specific person? Zaneb. And Zainab. Ah, that's right. Zainab, you were here. Oh, no, Zainab just donated, not Chrissy. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Zainab. Wow, you paid $600. That's a lot of money, girl. That's a lot of money for love. I remember doing your last reading, and you got to focus on yourself. You didn't donate. I'm sorry. You said you did last time, and you didn't. Money did not come from you. But Zainab did. And will Usman reconcile with you? Let's see. Zainab. Unfulfilled expectations. I don't know. Usman is feeling unfulfilled. This figure is looking out in the distance, looking for something more. Purposeful action. Will Usman reconcile with you? I mean, purposeful action. Oh, you know what? Wait, hang on. Let me get one more card. Challenges and problems. One of the things that came to me is that Usman, you guys have not been together. And Usman is feeling unfulfilled. Maybe had some expectations and it's not working out, and now is taking purposeful action towards you, but is encountering some kind of challenges or problems in doing that. I don't see that you donated. I don't. You haven't been together. Let me look at my spirit animal deck. Lizard spirit, dream the world into being. Somehow, Usman has unfulfilled expectations and is working on manifesting. He filed a restraining order on you after you fought in the past few years. Oh, but you had a great friendship. That's rough. Dream the world into being. And you haven't been in touch, it sounds like. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. And this falls on purposeful action. This is a tough one because, this is someone who filed a restraining order against you. But these look very positive. Dream the world into being and taking a leap of faith. Because you're asking about will he reconcile? I feel like he wants to, but he's faced with what you've been through, the challenges and problems, and it feels a little bit insurmountable, all these swords in the hillside. Like how's he going to get around that? And yet there's definitely the sense of wanting to take purposeful action. Eagle spirit has your back. And maybe he's trying to get in touch with his higher power, trying to get in touch with his intuition and to figure out what to do. You have last year, but then you fought again and he blocked you. I feel he's scared now to approach me because of what he did. So, yeah, it sounds like you have a tumultuous relationship with one another. And it's one of those things where, you're drawn to one another, but then there can often be this conflict. And I feel like I'm definitely feeling like he wants to move towards you, but he wants to take that leap of faith. But he's scared, and he's tapping into his intuition to try and figure it out. He's focusing on his own individuality, focusing on himself. You fought because he talked to your cousin behind your back. Yeah, that's rough. I would be upset if someone did that. Just talk to me, please. Don't go behind my back. Communication. That's interesting. I feel like, even though he's blocked you, that there's a part of him at least that wants to communicate. Take that leap of faith and come back together. Health. But maybe that's where he's at, is he's needing to focus on his health because of these challenges and problems. It's kind of, I want to say like his mental health, his emotional health. He's definitely not feeling totally balanced in his spiritual health. He's working on building up his spiritual health so that he can get clear on what to do next, on how to move forward. I think he wants to. And I think that it's just, it's been so tumultuous that I think he's torn. Yes, he wants to, but then he's like, I don't know. Wants to take the leap of faith, but like you said, is kind of scared because he did block you. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's always up to the person, They can want to do something, but that doesn't always mean they're going to act on it. And, the fact that he's focusing on his health in some way will help him to gain clarity. I think you're going to hear from him again. Hopefully the next time you come together, it can be from a place that's more peaceful. More peaceful. So, yeah. I wish you well with Usman. That's tough. Sorry, Chrissy Chandler. The donation didn't come through. I'm not sure what's happening, but I got Zainab's. But anyway, Zainab, I wish you well in this. I hope that you guys can come together in a more peaceful way, like I said. It sounds like you have a lot of love for one another. If you can find common ground and try not to fight so much, maybe things could work out. Hey, Ranger, you're around still, aren't you? You want a reading? I said I was going to give you one. You kind of got pushed back a little bit. You still here? You're still here. Awesome. What would you like to know about? Oh, and by the way, Zainab, thank you so much for donating. I really appreciate it. And thank you for being here. Thank you to all of you who are here. And I do. I wish you well. You have a question for me, Zainab? Or would you, not Zainab, sorry, Ranger, reading on your soulmate or love life? Soulmate or love life? Okay. What do we need to know about Ranger's soulmate or love life? The Magician, intuition, and what does it say? Taking chances. Hey, Barbara, welcome. Just so you all know, there's no list. I'm just kind of picking randomly. And donations do take priority. And right now I'm doing a reading, soulmate reading for Ranger, the Magician. I mean, this is being able to create something that you want, the ability to manifest, consciously manifest something. So that's looking good so far. Using your intuition to tap in. Oh my God, the sun. What? Awards, camaraderie, affection. Yeah. Your love life is looking really good, Ranger. Really good. Holy cow. The Magician and the Sun. Being able to manifest what you want and having it be so beautiful. And then we get ego and what is it? Internal politics. I think this is the one thing that can get in your way of manifesting what you want is I feel like it's thinking that you need to show up in a certain way. Letting your ego drive you rather than your deepest, most authentic part of yourself, which is that's where you tap into your intuition. That's your direct line to your higher power, and your higher power is what brings in. It's like you the Magician. This is you co-creating with your higher power to bring in what you want. And this is the only thing that gets in the way when you forget that you're not doing this alone. Am I saying that right? This is when you think that you are doing it alone, that you need to, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that you do this, but for example, like if you feel like you need to wear a mask, that you need to show up a certain way because you think that's what people want you to show up as. When some people don't want to express themselves, don't want to be vulnerable because it feels scary. They think it makes them look weak. When in fact, actually being authentic and showing yourself in all your glory is what's actually called for. Because that actually raises your vibration. When you're in ego, when you're putting on the mask, it shuts you down energetically. And so you just want to watch out about getting in your own way. Because you have the ability to bring in something so beautiful, so amazing, so abundant. It looks really good. You're comparing yourself to other people and feeling like you're not good enough. But you are. You are the only person like you on this planet. There's a reason that you are here. And, comparing yourself to other people, it's this idea of being the fish and getting down on yourself because you can't fly like the bird. Like you weren't built to fly. You weren't built to breathe air. You're supposed to swim in the water. And it's accepting yourself for who you are. And when you do that, when you can love yourself and show up and see the amazing, awesome person that you are, then you can magnetize other people who can see that as well. Because then you're dropping the facade, you're dropping the mask. You're just like, here I am in all of my, imperfect glory. We're all human. We're all imperfect. Comparing yourself to anybody, it's kind of pointless because everybody has a struggle. Even if they seem like they don't, they do. Everyone. And so just own yourself where you're at. And I guarantee there's someone who's going to see you and be like, oh my God, Ranger, you're amazing. You're the person that I want to spend my life with. And look, her hands are yellow. It's like the magician isn't in the light. The magician is the light. And your person recognizes that and is like, I want to bask in that light. I want to be the light too. It's like coming together with someone where you're both the light. Because the sun, she's the light too. It's a part of her. So I think this is kind of your secret ingredient. Get out of your own way. Stop getting down on yourself. Stop comparing yourself. Own your greatness because you really are. And there's someone who's going to see that. I promise you. Hard to say. I can't do timing in tarot. Timing is relative. There's free will. Everyone's on a different timeline. The divine timing is at play. When you get to a point where you've learned your lessons, then the universe kind of drops things along the way. It's like as you learn, then you get the little rewards from the universe. And so, the whole divine timing thing, it's like it'll happen when it's meant to happen kind of thing. So, but I don't think you need to worry that you got the sun. You have to do the work. You can't just sit back and be like, oh, whatever, like something's going to come. It's like, no, you got to actually learn to own your greatness. That is your task from the universe, through me to you, because you are awesome. And when you know that, then you will call in someone who also recognizes that and wants to share in that. Okay. Yay, Ranger. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So many people. Barbara's here. Kesha Bots. November, Aries, Anu, Ronnie, Nadia S. Nadia S., I think you've been here for a little while now. You want to know if you will get a job soon. Okay, let's see. I mean, I assume you're looking. That definitely helps in getting a job. Let's see. Nadia S., getting a job. Dreams of change. Well, I mean, you definitely want to get a job. A job that you enjoy. I think it's looking like there's definitely a potential for it. A job that you enjoy, where you get along with the people you like. You see the potential for achievement. You're coming out. This card is like coming out of having learned the lesson. That maybe you've been unemployed for a little while and it's been a little rough. But you're learning to budget, you're learning to figure things out. And that's helping. Let me see. Because you're asking, will you get a job soon? Your own power. Yeah, I think this comes down to you kind of combining your ability to dream, to manifest with actually taking the steps. Because you know what you want. You know that you would like a job where you're working with people who are of like mind, who light the way for one another. And you want something that, you want to be able to have something where you can like be out of feeling financially strapped. But ultimately it comes down to you. What are you taking the steps to get the job? Because it's not just looking for the job, it's consistently and persistently putting your resume out there. I don't know if you're on Indeed or Glassdoor, all the things, like sign up for all the emails. It's been 6 months. That's a long time. Yeah. And ultimately, sometimes the best thing to do is to get a job that you don't necessarily want. It could be something where you feel like it's a little bit beneath you, but it's money coming in. And while you're doing that, then you can be looking for the job that you actually really want. And it gives you a little bit of, what's the word? A little bit of space, like energetic space, because you know that you have an income. And so you're not feeling so much pressure to get the job of your dreams. It's like, it's the same thing with relationships, or pretty much anything that you want. When you go into it with a feeling of desperation is a lower frequency feeling. It closes you off, it constricts you. And so it actually keeps you closed off from getting all the good things that the universe wants to bring you. And so if you can put yourself in a situation where, maybe you're working a job that you don't love, but you're getting the income, then you don't feel as constricted. And then you can focus more on really putting the effort towards a job that you would really like. So you have the power. Take the steps, and I think you will find something. I mean, there are jobs out there. I mean, it's not ideal, but I don't know where you live, but in my area, I mean, like Burger King and McDonald's, they're always hiring, and they pay pretty decently too. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't necessarily encourage that, but there are jobs that you could do that could help you until you find the right one. Texas. You're in Texas. Yeah, there's got to be jobs in Texas that you could do. Go work at like Bed Bath and Beyond or something. Go do something that's like somewhat interesting, you know? Anyway, I wish you well. You'll find something. I know it's been a long time and that's rough. Oh, try temp agencies. I actually got a job through a temp agency. And that'll get you jobs that you don't even necessarily you've applied everywhere. Okay. So tough. Have you tried a temp agency? Give that a try. That might work for you. That's often worked for me. All right, Kesha Bots. Kesha Bots. Hi, Adriana. Josephina, hello. Barbara, are you still here? You took all your messages away. I wonder if you've left. All right, let's go for Kesha. I'm really worried about my orphan friend Adrina's behavior. Is her orphan family putting something in her food or drink? I don't feel like I can answer that. That is a little bit too I don't answer questions about mental health, legal, pregnancy, all that kind of stuff. And this one, I mean, I could do a general one about your orphan friend, but I can't specifically speak to if they're putting something in her food or drink. Let's find out about your orphan friend. Let's just see where she's at. Opportunity. Hey, Study Max. The Wheel of Fortune, change and action. I mean, it's looking good for your orphan friend. Cash flow. I don't know. This doesn't really speak to your question. You're worried about her behavior. I don't know what her behavior is, but all of these cards speak to things getting better for your friend. Opportunity. I mean, it's amazing. Change, action, cash flow. Study Max. Oh, and Barbara, you are here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with your friend. But apparently, maybe if things are rough right now, things are going to start looking better. Because at least financially speaking, it looks really good. I mean, this is what most of us would like to get, opportunity. Wheel of Fortune, cash flow. Hopefully she's okay. Hopefully things are turning around for her. That there is good change in the air. Barbara. I'm going to do Barbara, and then I can do you next, Study Max. Barbara is Jungkook. Am I saying that right? I guess it could be Jungkook. I think Jungkook. Your sister, Monica. Is Jungkook my sister, Monica, soulmate, or karmic? I'm sorry, Barbara. I don't quite understand your question. Is Jungkook your sister Monica's soulmate or karmic? Okay, I think I got it. Soulmate or karmic? Purposeful action. It's looking good so far. Dreams of change. We got 2 3s. I want to say soulmate. Release the past, change. I think young Kook is a soulmate. This looks really good. You know, threes are coming together. There's purposeful action here. There's releasing the past, change, wanting to move forward passionately and positively, and helping each other, lighting the way for one another. So I'd say soulmate based on what the cards are telling me. All right, Study Max. Do you use LOA properly? If not, how can I improve? Study Max. Can you expand on that? What do you mean? Do you use LOA properly? What's LOA? Love of adventure. Still here, Study Max? Hey, Priyanka. You are still here. So can you explain LOA? Oh, law of attraction. What did I say? Oh, love of adventure. Okay, so you're asking about law of attraction. Do you use it properly? If not, how can you improve? Did you write something earlier? Do you use law of attraction properly? If not, how can you improve? Okay. I mean, I can give you the basics on it. It's kind of a paradox kind of thing, you know. You get really clear on what you want. You tap into that passionate part of you that's like, yes, this thing, I definitely want it. As Abraham Hicks says, you shoot off the rockets of desire. I mean, just having the desire kind of automatically does that. And you spend some time imagining what it's like in the moment to actually have the thing. Not thinking about it as if it's in the future, but as if you have already manifested it now, and imagining what that's like, getting all of your senses involved. What does it look like? Who are the people around you? What are you wearing? What are you smelling? What are you hearing? You know, all the things. And then after you're done with that, you don't think about it. You move on and you distract yourself in whatever way you possibly can. Go and do something else. You kind of have to forget about it, because there's an element of trust there. It's like, it's the idea of being at a restaurant and you order your meal. You give the server your order, and then you wait for it knowing it's going to come to you, rather than giving the waiter your order or the server your order, and then 5 minutes later you go to the kitchen and you say, is my order ready now? How about now? Is it ready now? You know, it's like, no, you wait at your table and knowing that your order will come when it's ready. But let's see what the cards have to say about you using it. I think that you haven't been using the law of attraction in your favor, but you're learning. Whatever you've been dealing with, you know, particularly around finances, you've gained some knowledge about it. I mean, the fact that you're asking, you're like, okay, something's not connecting, something's not lining up. What do I need to do? What do I need to shift? What perspective shift? What adjustment do I need to make? And you're coming out of that. You're figuring it out. You're learning your lessons. You're finding your balance. You're learning to make honorable choices. Does it say how? Oh, Barbara, you must have left. Yes, your reading is done. Yes, I believe that young kook is your sister Monica's soulmate, not karmic. It looked really good. Couple of threes, major arcana. How you're doing it wrong. No, I think that's something for you to figure out. But what I am seeing is that you are figuring it out, that you're learning the lessons and you're learning to make the honorable choices that help you balance things in your life. Let's see what else. Fertility. I mean, you're figuring it out. I think in whatever way you've been doing it wrong, and I don't even like using that word because it's like, yeah, maybe you haven't been using it in your favor, but you're learning the lessons in order to help you use it in your favor. And this, it's you're learning the lessons. You're learning to make the honorable choices. And that brings you to this place of fertility, of being able to birth something new into the world, what you really want. I mean, this is the Empress is able to bring forth whatever she wants into the world, to nourish it, nurture it, bring it forth and let it grow and build. She's the ultimate creator. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? By what? I'm not sure. Not sure. I just said a bunch of things. Again, I think that you have it within you to figure out what's working and what's not. Better to say what's not working and you're learning the lessons, and maybe you haven't been making good choices in the past, and that was a part of the lessons. And now you're learning how to make choices that allow you to be in a place of balance, where you're not being too extreme one way or the other. And that brings you to this place where you're able to manifest, to bring the abundance that you want into the world, to open yourself to the abundance. It looks good. I can't say how. That's something for you to figure out. But you are figuring it out based on the cards. So yeah, finances. It's all about, I feel like this is the law of attraction here. It doesn't necessarily have to do with finances. This could be about love or any other situation that hasn't been working for you. But you're learning the lesson. You're figuring out how you have not made the choices that have worked for you. And you're learning to make new choices that help you to be in balance. And that's when you start to really manifest all the amazing things, all the good things, all the abundance and awesomeness. So you'll figure it out. You've got this, Study Max. You've got this. Hey, Ms. Joshika. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Josephina. Oh, thank you. Thank you for helping out, Josephina. Young Kook. Isn't that a celebrity? I don't know, maybe. Yeah. I think I figured out that that was Barbara's sister's soulmate. What do you need to hear to release Scorpio? What does Josephina need to hear to release Scorpio? Ooh, you know what? I'm going to go to Osho Zen for this one. Osho Zen. Osho Zen will tell us, give us a straight answer. Is it bad to have a crush on him? What? Wait, Barbara, you have a crush on Young Kook? Ukulele lover. I love that name. That's awesome. I don't have a list. I'm just kind of picking randomly. Right now, I'm going with Josephina, who wants to hear how to release her Scorpio ex. Ooh, those Scorpios, they're tough to release, aren't they? Oh my goodness. No, you don't. You don't have a crush on him. Your sister has a crush on him. No. We're not making fun of it. No. At least on my end, I'm a little tired. I'm a little loopy. It's been a day. Mercury is retrograde. I think originally you had asked the question and I wasn't sure what you were asking. And then I figured that you were asking if Young Kook was your sister's soulmate or karmic. Is it bad for your sister to have a crush on him? Josephina asked if he's famous. Is this someone that she knows? I mean, now I'm curious. Yeah, we're not making fun. We're definitely not making fun. Based on what the card said, Young Kook is your sister's soulmate. Is not a karmic. That if they are meant to come together, that it would most likely be positive. So I don't think it's bad. I'm saying, is it bad to have a crush on him by your sister? And the output is not bad and is not bad tough. Anyway, soulmate. Okay, Josephina. Mars in Scorpio too. Your Mars is in Scorpio? Need to hear about releasing your Scorpio ex, who possibly has Mars in Scorpio. Either that or you do. Hi, Blant76. Consciousness. Music. Look. What do you need to hear to release your Scorpio ex? Well, this a part of this has to do with spending time going within, tapping into your intuition, finding that place of serenity. I don't know if you know the serenity prayer. It goes, his Sun and Mars and Scorpio. Wow. You breathed right with you there. We breathed at the same time. So the serenity, in case you don't know, the serenity prayer goes, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I think that that is something to try and embody in this situation. That the Scorpio is your ex, that something happened and you guys aren't together anymore. You're still feeling feelings, but I think a part of you knows that you do need to release him. You're trying to figure out how to do that, and going within yourself, tapping into your intuition, tapping into your deepest knowing of the situation is going to help you. It's a process, but you're in this time of change, and I think that especially when we're still feeling feelings for a person, it can feel like it's never going to end. It's like, oh my God, when am I ever going to be able to release this person? And the answer is yes. Yes, you will release, Scorpio. I don't know if you ever do any kind of meditation or any kind of the thing that came to me specifically is doing some kind of cord cutting meditation. I do a specific thing every morning where I call all of my energy back to myself. And then I imagine, I kind of set the intention that all cords be cut to anybody, any other energy that's outside of me. And then I basically I set the intention to have all of any energy that is not mine to be returned to sender. And that includes all the cords that I cut. And that can, when you do that on a consistent basis, it can help energetically release you. And it can also kind of mentally help you get a handle on things as well. You're getting through it. You're getting the big perspective. This card, this is the Hermit in the deck. This is you taking the time to go within, to do the introspection. I'm sorry, you guys, I cannot talk. Tapping into your deepest, most authentic part of yourself, which is your direct. It's where your wisdom lies, and your intuition. It's your direct line to your higher power. It's that place where you can make the changes. And it's very cosmic here. We have all the stars here, and you're seeing things from the bigger perspective. And this character kind of has all the stars within it, also kind of seeing things from a bigger perspective. And the Hermit spends the time going within. This is aloneness versus being lonely. This is learning how to follow your own light, to know that you have everything within yourself to guide you forward. And you will come out of this. Really doing your best. It's been a lot of time since you last asked about this. So glad you were able to ask you for an update on progress. Yeah, me too. Did I get everything he said? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I totally get where you're at. It's releasing those love ties can be so rough. I have a friend who's going through a really bad breakup. long relationship, and he was the one that left, and it's been so painful, and she's in a similar place as you. She's just like, God, I just want to get over this guy. And she can kind of think her way out of it, but then her heart always comes in and is like, but and remembering the good times, and you're still connected. Those cords are still there. And it can definitely be challenging, but you're going to get through this. You are in the change right now. And yeah, look up that serenity prayer if you don't already know it. That's a good one to go back to. He left too. You're 27, but he was the first man you ever felt love for. Yeah. Well, just know that there will be others, and eventually you will find someone who will make this guy pale in comparison. The Scorpio, you'll get to a point where you'll be like, oh, wait, what? No. This other guy, this guy is way better. Doesn't feel like you're going to get there, but you will. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad I did get to your question. Where are we? Who's here? Who's even here? Adriana, however you say your name. Is Alex a karmic connection for you? A karmic connection. I feel like I need to go to Osho Zen again. You're welcome. I'm really happy to help. To do the little that I can. Hi, Blant76. I see you. I'll go with Adriana, and then Adriana, and then I'll go with you. Okay. Oh, you too, Barbara. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Is Alex a karmic connection for Adriana? We are the world. I'm trying to figure out what you mean by karmic. If you're talking about it as in you have your karmic versus your soulmate, like what Barbara was asking about her sister. There can be those karmic relationships where you have something to learn, but it's ultimately kind of a relationship that's not the most positive. So far, it's looking like no, it's not a karmic connection. It could be something. Whoa, but then we get morality. I could see why you might think that. Is Alex? Is he a lesson? I mean, if you look at this, kind of looks like it, huh? I mean, this is ultimate fulfillment. This is coming together with love and abundance and joy and connection. But then you've got this guy here. This is, very rigid, very in control, very like, gotta follow the rules. And I feel like it's kind of, this is the one thing that's kind of getting in the way of this being a really great connection. I feel like he has the potential to be a soulmate. I think that there's some work to do on his part, on your part, it's seeming to me that this situation is requiring that you take things moment to moment. That each thing that comes up between the two of you, each time this guy kind of rises up and is like, being all crazy and hardcore about like things needing to be a certain way. This guy's a control freak. Keep breaking up and getting back together. You feel the love, but you don't know why it doesn't work. This is why. One or the both of you is trying to be in control. There's a lack of just taking things moment to moment. There's a lack of finding compromise. It's like I'm almost feeling like you both are trying to be right. You both are more interested in being right than in being connected, which is why you break up. You're not able to see things from each other's perspective. And one thing you could try and do is active listening. I don't know if he's a Taurus, stubborn. Yeah. Yeah. If he's open to it, you could try an active listening exercise where you actually sit down with one another and, say, you have him start and tell you what he thinks is going on with this situation, whatever his issue is. Have him tell you, and then you repeat it back to him as best as you can, how you're hearing him say it. Okay, so you're saying that you think blah, 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 blah. Is that right? And get his feedback. And then it's your turn. And then you say, okay, now here's my issue. And you tell him, and then you have him repeat it back to you. And see if he's gotten it. And that can help you guys to get on the same wavelength, because I think there's a communication breakdown. And he's stubborn. You might be too. It can be tough. Hey, Manju, welcome. So you guys have to loosen up. There's so much love here. There's so much potential. I think that you guys are soulmates. I think that this could be really good, but this needs to be worked on. The stubbornness, this inability to go moment to moment, to be in the flow. But I think you can work it out. When things get hard, he runs. Some people do. And that can be really tough. But he keeps coming back, which is a good sign. He loves you. He loves you very much. And so, and this could be the kind of thing where you have to start out by being the one who kind of suggests, like, okay, we're not seeing eye to eye. I love you. You love me. Something's tough here. Something's difficult. Let's see if we can work this out. Yeah, it's frustrating. And maybe let that be part of the conversation. Be like, okay, sometimes it gets tough. Like in a time when it's not tough, when everything's like good, and bring it up and be like, sometimes we disagree. Would it be all right if the next time that happens, if we tried this active listening exercise? If instead of running away, would you be willing to talk it over with me? Try and I don't know. It's trying to see things from his point of view. He runs because he's scared. And he wants to retreat. He doesn't know what to do. He feels attacked. So trying to hold the space for him so he doesn't run is the trick, while still having healthy boundaries. It's tricky. Relationships are tricky. There's so many people who are like, I want a relationship so bad, but then you get into one and it's like, oh my God, this is so hard sometimes, But that's what life's about. We are social creatures. We are meant to be in relationships. Not everyone, but a lot of us, because that's where we learn our biggest lessons. And you guys clearly have things to learn from one another. And there is a lot of love. Oh my gosh, so many people. Naromi is here. Hello. And Muna. Priyanka, you are still here. Daniela, 78. Hello. I said hello to Manju. You're welcome. Adriana, I hope I'm saying your name right. One of those ways. Priyanka. All right, Priyanka. Priyanka. Oh. I did say Blant 76 was next. My goodness. All right. Gosh, what do I do? You guys Rochambeau. Yeah, I did say Blant 76, and then I'll go with you, Priyanka, okay? So you're asking Blant 76, what past traumas or generally what blocks you in love? Feeling like you see the potential of what you can have, but for some reason you don't allow yourself to go out and get it. You keep yourself held back. You feel like you need to postpone it for some reason. There's some deeper subconscious something going on where you don't feel like you deserve it. Maybe there's some self-worth things going on here. Kanika Singh, welcome. Kudote Lansine. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry if I'm getting your name wrong. Yes, Priyanka, you are next. The master. I think that Plant 76, this is about you tapping into your intuition, going within, doing the shadow work, getting to that deepest, most authentic part of yourself where you can do the introspection, where you can figure out why you feel the need to hold you back. There's some fear here. Most likely it goes back to some kind of childhood wound. Fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, something, it almost always goes back to a parental thing. Yeah. Doing the work, doing the inward can't even talk, the traveling within. I mean, kind of going, I feel like this is getting the bigger perspective, going within, moving towards your, this is like your intuition. Like, I feel like both of these are. We have the moon, and then this kind of looks like the sun, shining the light on what's been hidden. And you do that by tapping into your intuition, because the moon to me represents intuition. And these two both illuminate what you need to know that are keeping you from living the life that you want, from manifesting what you actually want. There's some kind of shadow work. Postponing. Yeah, this card, it is literally postponement. It's for some reason. Yeah, typically our blocks go back to something in childhood. Not always parents, but often. Often there's some kind of, because as kids, we don't have the ability to reason. We're just kind of taking everything in. And so our parents can do something, say something. There's something that happens that we take on some kind of false belief about, some kind of false understanding. that we then take forward into our life. And this could be something like, for example, if a parent dies, you don't even realize it, but now you have a fear of being abandoned because your parent abandoned you. It wasn't in their control, but it still happened. And it's doing the work going within to figure out where that fear came from. Sometimes we come in, if you believe in this kind of thing, we come into this life carrying stuff from past lives. But even with that, usually there's some kind of setup in this life that helps to cement whatever we came in with. So this is going within, illuminating parts of yourself that maybe you haven't been totally aware of, tapping into your intuition. And it allows you to see, like, this is you seeing the potential but not going for it. And by doing this, taking this journey, then you're able to actually move out into the world of color, to actually let yourself go and have what you want, to realize your dreams, manifest what you want, So, yes, requires work. Yay, fun. But you can do it. And if you're consistent, you just do a little bit every day. And Google is full of all kinds of things about how to do shadow work and child, the inner child work, all that kind of stuff. There's so many little exercises you can do, and it will help you shine a light on what you need to do in order to get what you want. So, all right. Okay, Priyanka. Yes, Priyanka. Priyanka, you are next. So you asked, oh, are you here? What's next in your connection with Pisces, with S? Who is a Pisces? What's next in your connection with S? What's next? I'm going to a different deck. What's next? I think I want to go to Wisdom of Avalon here. And you're Cancer. Cancer and Pisces. Woo! Got a lot of water there. What's next? What's next with Priyanka and S? Pisces and Cancer. It's a mystery. Oh, the cards are so funny when they do that. They're like, the universe is like, I'm not going to tell you. The goblin, the wounded human ego. Am I reading that right? The wounded human ego. There's some kind of situation between the two of you that you're trying to work out. I mean, somebody's a little bit like not happy with the other one. Oh no, your internet disconnected. Ultimately, I was just talking about that you're going to figure it out. Doing the work, doing the shadow work, the inner child work will help you to figure out where your blocks are, where those subconscious wounds are, or things that are keeping you held back from what you really want. And just doing a little bit consistently will help you get to where you want, to attract in the things that you want. Your moon's in Scorpio. Oh, that's funny, Priyanka. My rising is Scorpio and my moon is Cancer. We are water sign cousins. Okay, so wounded human ego. I just keep this guy's face is so funny. Someone's feelings have been hurt. The eagle, spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. I think that no matter what, there's you. Didn't this happen last time? Was it you that I chose this card for last time? I feel like I chose this card for somebody last time and they said, this doesn't make sense. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a mystery. Someone's ego is wounded and I'm not sure what to make of this. I mean, maybe S is feeling a little bit of ego wounding and isn't saying anything about it. Maybe there's something more to figure out. I don't know. I mean, but we have this card, which is seeing the bigger picture, which is tapping into your higher power, which and your intuition, which is your direct line to that, knowing it's the connection to the angelic realm. It's showing up with integrity. You have a mystery on your hands. I'm not sure. All I can say is someone is feeling a little hurt. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's worth asking us just to be sure. That's part of the mystery, figuring out this crazy reading. Yeah. But, I mean, having integrity, no matter what, in this connection. Make sure you show up with integrity. You communicate honestly, lovingly. Try to keep that harmony, and let the higher power, your higher power, do the rest. Yeah, I don't know. God, the readings tonight, some of them have been so weird. Just like, I don't know. One of the first readings I did, was it the first one? It made no sense. It was so confusing. And what I ended up realizing is, oh, I think this relationship is very confusing. I couldn't get a handle on what was going on. The cards were all over the place. So maybe he is feeling hurt because of past arguments. It's definitely possible. I feel like it's worth bringing up. Like, I was just mentioning this to who was I mentioning it to? Somebody recently. Anyway, where when you two are in a good place, it sounds like you usually are, you bring up something like, hey, if there's anything that's ever gone on in the past, maybe it's worth talking about it. You know what I mean? Like just being like, yeah, is there anything that to actually ask, like, is there anything that has happened before that you feel like has never been resolved? Because if you're feeling at all like you're not moving on to the next phase, maybe there is something in the way and he's just not saying anything. And, if he does bring something up, to try and do the active listening thing. Like, have him tell you, well, yeah, when this thing happened, and, you said blah, blah, blah. And then you say back to him, okay, so I'm hearing you say, and you kind of repeat back what he said. And you want to solve every past issue. I mean, you love him, and it sounds like you want to have a good relationship. And so I think it's worth at least asking. Some people, especially guys, will often say, no, I'm fine, nothing's wrong. And, you know, you can't do anything with that. It's just be like, okay, well, just wanted to ask. But at least, you know, letting him know that you care, that you're thinking about it, that you would like to resolve whatever, if there is something, you know. You love him and want him in your life. That's really sweet. That's really sweet. Yay. I'm all for love. I'm all for harmonious partnerships. Muna, you're new here. Are you? Are you new? I swear I've seen you before. Deep D. Yeah, I don't really have a list. I'm just kind of picking randomly. Oh, Naromi is here. Manju. Oh, Manju, you've been here for a while. You're very emotional. Me too. Yeah, we've got all that water. Princess Butterfly is back. Yay! I wish I knew how to say your name better. Quidote Lancine. That's your problem that you're so emotional. I get it. Oh, I get it. Princess Butterfly. You've been here before, Princess Butterfly. I know that for sure. You're welcome, Priyanka. You're welcome. Manju, I want to go with Manju. I feel like you have been here for a while. Naromi. Yeah, you're new. I don't recognize you. Welcome. What's next in your life in general? You know what? I'm gonna go with my spirit animal oracle cards. What's next for Manju in life in general? Rhino spirit. Overcome any obstacle. Well, that's a good start. You have it in you to overcome any obstacle. How very cool. You're super strong. You're super resilient. Just looking at all the flowers here. Noticing the spiral on the third eye area. These cards are so beautiful. Excuse me. Canary spirit, sing your own song. Yeah. You have a song that only you can sing, that is special to you, and it's up to you to share that with the world. And dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. This is so beautiful because you've got the strength, the resilience. This is owning your uniqueness, how awesome you are, just being who you are, and showing up with integrity, being loyal to the people and the things that you truly love. Because when you do that, that acts like a magnet, and that draws back to you more of the same. Yay. Manju, this is great. These are so awesome. Yeah. Owning all of your awesomeness. You are awesome. Thank you for being here, by the way. Hey, Lou Quinteros. Welcome. Ooh, thank you for subscribing, Princess Butterfly. You say you haven't been to the channel, but I swear you have. I swear you have. Princess, you were like, I feel like you came to one of my first lives. I'm trying to remember because I think I actually did a reading for you because I liked your name. I wonder if I wrote it down. There was a period of time when I was writing stuff down. But hey, that's cool. Hey, you're welcome, Manju. Naromi. Do you see a reunion between Aries, F, and you, who's a Taurus, in the future? A reunion. Ooh. Let me look at... I'm going to go to the Oracle Tarot on this one. D-Town Queen Bee. Hello. And by the way, everyone who is here, I am not going in any order. I'm just kind of picking at random. And donations do take priority if you feel like donating. You can go down to the description box. I have a PayPal link. Oh, and Kanika Singh, you are here too. Naromi, a reunion between Aries and you. Well, there's some purposeful action being taken. This bodes well. Let's see what else. Test of courage. I think there's the potential for some kind of, there's something that's going to test your courage, that, you know, some kind of conflict or drama or something. Let's see what else. Ooh, ego and internal politics. I mean, as it stands right now, I feel like in order for you to have a reunion, somebody's got to deal with their ego. You know, whenever the ego is involved, the person's not being authentic. They're not showing up vulnerably, authentically, with integrity. Let me just pick one more. Let me just see if there's Wheel of Fortune, change, action. I think that this situation, I think you or Taurus wants to take purposeful action, but there's these kind of things in the way. The ego, the drama, but that there's a chance that the wheel can turn in your favor, that, you know, things can come back around as long as the work is done here. If you or Taurus decides, you know, because this is internal. What is it? Internal politics. This is keeping yourself stuck, or someone keeping themselves stuck. So I feel like there is potential as long as the work gets done, but that, you know, you can do the work, but is Taurus going to do the work, you know? And you can do what you can do, and then kind of let it go. And if it doesn't work out, then it's kind of knowing, like, well, it wasn't meant to be. I know it's easier said than done. You know, when you're loving somebody, when you're missing them, when you're wanting that connection, your relationship is stuck right now. yes, it is. Yeah. I mean, she's looking up at these very tall wands and is just like, how do I even deal with that? Like, it's there's a lot of stuff to navigate here. But there is potential. There is potential. There is potential. Do your best. Do the work within yourself. Sometimes when you shift something within yourself, it automatically shifts what's going on around you, because you're shifting the energy within yourself. And so that automatically shifts the energy in them. You know, another thing you can do is, because you don't want to be stuck, that's kind of what I'm getting here, is that, oh, and there's no communication. There's an exercise that I do sometimes with situations like this, where I will just imagine the person in front of me smiling and happy, and I will kind of beam heart energy to them and kind of surround them in a bubble of heart energy. And you can make that be a color. You know, the heart chakra is green. You could beam green light around Taurus. You could do pink light, like whatever works for you. White light, golden light. It doesn't really matter. But just that, you're surrounding them in love and you're imagining them being happy. And that can really shift situations that are stuck. So I wish you well. These things are tough sometimes. I know. What is even happening? Wow, everyone's, I get talking and I lose my place. Thank you for subscribing, Deep D. Pink and green for love. Yeah. Midnight Sun. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Ooh, a candle. That's a good idea. Burning a pink and or green candle. Thank you. I would like to say your name correctly. Quidote? Kanika sing. Okay, Kanika. And then after Kanika, I will go with Quidote, okay? You guys are awesome. Kanika, are you on Gemini's mind? Is Kanika on Gemini's mind? Maybe. There's suspense here. There's a bunch of waiting. But are you actually on Gemini's mind? Issues of control. I think so. But I don't know that it's necessarily very positive. Feeling stuck, feeling tied. There are some lessons around conflict. I think that you and Gemini have had some issues, and Gemini is having some feelings around this connection, trying to get a better perspective, trying to see things in a new way, but ultimately haven't figured out how to resolve these issues. I mean, this card is kind of coming out of it. It's like kind of dealing with the conflict, feeling it, but then starting to get a handle on it. coming out to a place of freedom, kind of becoming unbound. Whose energy is this? I feel like it's your Gemini's energy. Because you said it, are you on Gemini's mind? I feel like you are, but I feel like there has been some conflict between you two. Let me just see if there's one more. Yeah. Unfulfilled expectations. Somehow, Gemini's trying to figure this out. There's no contact. Yeah, whatever has happened between you guys, I think Gemini is like figuring stuff out, trying not to be in bondage anymore. Trying to find a new perspective. So, yeah, it's a bummer. Kanika. Hopefully Gemini will get things figured out and we'll reach out to you. Okay. I'm so sorry I'm saying your name wrong. I feel like I really am. Quidote. Hope he does that soon. Yeah. I imagine you've already reached out. I said your name correctly. Woohoo! That's awesome. You're welcome, Kanika. Yeah. Yeah, we all do. We all hope things get better for you, Kanika. Quidote, you can have a general. Yes, absolutely. I'm just looking around to see which cards are good for a general. You know what I haven't used yet? I haven't dove. I don't know which is the right verb into my my good tarot. Let's use good tarot for general reading for Quidote. Eight of Earth. This is learning lessons, becoming educated in something, feeling grounded through doing something that's creative, that's inspiring. And this is that point where you've gone past the beginning phase. So whatever you're learning, you're starting to gain that body memory. It's kind of getting into that intermediate phase where you don't have to think about all the moving parts anymore. You start to get it and you just know how things work. Ace of Air. It's leading you to a new beginning. Your mastery of something is leading you to a new beginning. I'm going to get my book out for this one. I rarely pick this one, actually. And love. Oh. Quidote. Since I'm looking, might as well. Yeah, this one is about gaining knowledge, learning and employing a new craft or skill, apprenticeship, and then Ace of Air. Ace of Air. Destiny and fate. The law of karma. Powerful forces of transformation at work. Synchronicity. Yeah, whatever this thing that you're doing, that you're learning to master. You're not there yet, but it's helping you to transform. The transformation is It's helping you to learn to appreciate yourself, to love yourself, to fall in love with yourself. And in doing that, that allows you to act like a magnet to bring in other people who not only do they love themselves, but then they also have the ability to love and support you. And this can be romantic, but it doesn't have to be. This can just be, you know, really good friend or friends. In general, it's almost like, yeah, you're learning something that is teaching you about how it's like becoming proud of yourself for learning something, for you know, eventually you're going to master something, and that's really going to put you in this place of like, yeah, again, there's this transformation, this new beginning, like it's going to open things up for you in this whole new way. And it's going to bring in all this amazing love and good supportive energy into your life. Working on creative projects. That's awesome. Keep it up, you know, because creative projects, you know, we're inspired when we're being creative. And inspiration is a direct download from our higher power. It's in the word, inspire, in spirit. So it's when you have that direct line to your higher power, when you are actually acting as a channel, it's like that's when you're truly tapped in, and that's when all the good things can come in. That's where the transformation really happens. So anyway, looks good. Looks good. Very, very good, Quidote. Thank you. Thank you very much for being here. Who is here? Muna. Yes, Muna. Muna is next. You're welcome. You're very welcome, Quidote. What's your future spouse like, and will it be a soulmate connection? Future spouse for Muna. Muna, Yay, thank you, D-Town Queen Bee. After Muna, you can be next, D-Town Queen Bee. I like that name. I am a big fan of bees. I'm a big fan of a lot of animals, actually. We'll say creatures. Okay. Muna, your future spouse, and we'll be at soulmate connection. Okay. So we have this card, which is like, this is like a crossroads, making a decision. What else? Hierophant. I mean, this card can speak about marriage, but this is also like having a spiritual practice. Let me get one more. Queen of Earth. I think that okay, so your question is, let me find this again. Where'd it go? Your future spouse. I feel like it's going to be a soulmate. There's going to be some, I don't think it's going to be obvious at first, that you may find yourself faced with choices. or your person is being faced with choices, like you and someone else or other people. But that ultimately it's going to lead to marriage because there is a soul connection. There is a spiritual, there's going to be this spiritual bond. And this person, I think, is going to be very, very resourceful, very trustworthy, grounded, and loving, supportive, abundant. This is one of the most abundant characters in the deck. Not afraid to put in the work in any situation to be successful. In fact, enjoying putting in the effort. You know, it makes it so much sweeter. That makes the payoff so much sweeter when you know, like, you've put some effort in and then you get something out of it. It's like, wow, yeah, I did that. So I feel like your person is going to have a lot of integrity, a lot of just really is going to be really cool. And spiritual connection and ultimately marriage. You know, once this decision has been made. So, looking good, Muna. You're welcome. You're welcome. D-Town Queen Bee. Yes. Yes. What did you already post your question? Will you post it again for me? Powerful cards. Yeah, I love this deck, the Good Tarot. This has been my learner's deck. It's a little bit different than traditional tarot. But it's, yeah. I tend to put a positive spin on my readings anyway. You know, I feel like there's always something positive to be gained out of any situation, no matter how challenging, difficult, painful, all that. There's always a silver lining. And this deck really helps me tap into that. Princess Butterfly. D-Town Queen Bee. Do you have a question? Lou Quinteros. D-Town, are you here? There you are. What's going on with your mom? Oh, what's going on with your mom? Here, I'll keep going with this deck. Why not? I am. So how much? So donations are take priority. So you can donate however much you want. I have a PayPal link down in the description box below. But I've also been doing free readings. So, you know, it's kind of up to you. But if you don't donate, then you might not get a reading ultimately. Right now I'm with D-Town. What's going on with her mom? Okay. Eight of Fire. It's some kind of traveling, swift movement. Momentum is building around something. She could be doing some inner work, trying to figure things out. Around what? Fortune's Wheel. This is where destiny meets synchronicity. So I don't know. I mean, it feels like let me pick one more. Let me pick one more and see if I can wrap my brain around this. Temptation. I'm getting that your mom is having to go within. She's going on this inner journey. Like feeling like she has some kind of bigger purpose. Because the temptation card, it's like she's being pulled in two directions. She wants to do one thing, but she's getting pulled in another direction. It's sort of like this has kind of happened to me on my spiritual journey, where I know that there are things in the past. I know that there have been things that I want to do to put towards my spiritual practice, my spiritual development, but then there'll be times when I'm too tempted by things and they pull me away from it. And then it takes me time to come back around to it. Let me just see. Gathering momentum, celebrating swift changes, traveling transformation. Your mom is going through a transformation. And this, I brought up the spiritual thing. I feel like she might be going through a spiritual transformation, you know? Tapping into her higher power. You know, we have the heart up here, and it's like, it's this journey within that she knows is going to help her love herself more. But there are outside influences that are tempting her. And maybe this inward journey, although she sees how beneficial it is, she's a Pisces, but she's not tapped in. You want her to move to another state. She has a gambling addiction. There's a part of her that understands that transformation is necessary. You know, because specifically in this deck, this is about making decisions that turn the wheel in your favor. But ultimately, that's the thing about Fortune's Wheel, is it's based on the decisions you make, if it turns in your favor or not. I think she wants to. I think she wants to get a handle on herself. She wants to move forward in a positive direction. Maybe it's not consciously a spiritual thing, but some part of her, I think, intuitively knows there's something more to it. But this addiction, she's really struggling with that. She's being torn. But ultimately, there's this potential for transformation. But it's hard to say. You know, at the end of the day, she's the one who's making her choices, and whatever decisions she makes will determine whether things line up in a positive way or don't line up. You know, and that's a tough one when it's your mom and you're like, you're not even in the same state. You can't even help keep an eye on her, and you know, you love her. she wants to love herself. And I think that's a part of the problem, because we have the heart here, this peach or apple or whatever it is. Her addiction is coming from her inability to love herself, but she's going through a transformation, this inner journey where has the potential to learn how to love herself. But ultimately it's up to her to do the work. It's a tough one. I mean, you're there for her, right? It sounds like you do your best to support her. And she's a Pisces. Yeah, Pisces, I've read that they're kind of, they can embody either the sinner or the saint. It kind of goes one way or the other. They have the propensity for both, depending on where they're at in life. I think she has potential, and hopefully she can learn to love herself enough so that the addiction doesn't rule her anymore. Thanks for being here, D-Town Queen Bee. Midnight Sun, you've been around for a little while. Are you still here? You're welcome, D-Town. D-Town Queen Bee. You guys come up with the coolest names, I swear. Midnight Sun's here. I don't have Cash App. I have PayPal. I guess I need to get Cash App. That's the next thing on my list. And Princess Butterfly is here. Princess Butterfly. Yeah, actually, Princess Butterfly, you and why don't you do this? Princess Butterfly, post your question. I'm gonna go to Midnight Sun real quick and look into Karen's feelings, and then I'll do one for you, okay? Princess Butterfly. What are Karen's feelings and intentions for Midnight Sun? All right, I will get Cash App. 9 of Water. Karen likes you. Karen has big loving feelings. I mean, look at how she's holding her. She's like, oh, Karen likes you. Hey, Zen. Star. Hope, inspiration, wish fulfillment. Midnight Sun. I think Karen really likes you. Is it a crush? I mean, could be. I guess it depends. What do you define as a crush? To me, a crush is having feelings for someone, but you don't know them very well. Often you haven't told them about it, but it's got potential to go somewhere. Ultimately, there's Zen is a cool name. Ultimately, there's a decision here. Being at a crossroads, trying to decide to go one way or the other. Stick with what she knows, or move towards something new. I assume you're something new. Karen really likes you and sees really good things, has hopes, sees you as a wish fulfillment. Both of these are wish fulfillment. Major wish fulfillment. But for whatever reason, there's some kind of decision. And it could be maybe Karen doesn't know how you feel. Or, you know, there's some kind of not just, yeah, wanting to make the right decision. Wanting to make the right decision, yeah. Wow, we got a bunch of new people. Hello, everyone. Ashwini, Sinath, Shayla, Vaishali, Chanel. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's getting late for me, actually. I'm probably going to have to go to bed here in a little bit. What time is it? Oh my God. Wow, it is late. It is late. I did not mean to go this long. Oh my God, I just looked at the time. I've been doing this for so long. Okay, so I'm going to go with, I'm sorry, Zen. I'm probably not going to be able to get to you. I told Princess Butterfly that I would do a reading. I need to do Princess Butterfly's reading, and then I need to call it a night. I'm tired. I get so sucked into doing this, and suddenly I'm like, oh my God, it's been almost 3 hours. What? That's craziness. But do not fear, I will be back. What's coming towards you in love? What's coming towards Princess Butterfly in love? That's coming towards Princess Butterfly. Seven of Water. I hope you have a good night too, Zen. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Let's let's see what else. It's looking good so far. It's dreaming, fantasizing, visualizing. Whoa. Oh, something really good's coming. This is often known as, some readers think of this as the marriage card. This is celebration, enjoying, spending time with someone, like harmonious, pleasurable partnership. This is, I feel like it's you manifesting something really good into your life. But your question is who's coming? I don't know. Someone really good. But in order to manifest them to you, you're needing to take some time to reflect, to heal from the past. There is not a list. In fact, I'm on my last reading. Sorry, V. I've been doing this for a really long time, and I'm tired. I need to go to bed. But I'll be back. I'll be doing this again. Thank you all for showing up. Marie, Liana. Yeah, Princess Butterfly. I think that there's a certain amount of taking the time to rest, to meditate, to reflect on what you have been through in the past, and to allow that to inform you of what you would like to bring towards you in the future. You know, if things haven't worked out before, it's getting clear on that and then thinking about what the opposite is, and letting yourself visualize and imagine, you know, what would feel really good. What would be, you know, the type of person that you want to manifest. Let me just make sure that I'm not forgetting something here. I got the 7 of water. The 4 of fire is... This can also be a new creative phase. And what's interesting too is this speaks about creative endeavors. So this could also be somebody who's very creative. Maybe someone who you can collaborate with in a creative way. But this is definitely pleasure and harmony in relationships and celebration. So pleasure and harmony through being creative with one another. And you're manifesting them, you're calling them in. And maybe it's that you're tapping into your creative side. You're allowing yourself to feel inspired. And then that's allowing you to feel good, to raise your vibration. And that allows you to call in this person. This looks really good. And it's doing a little bit of the inner work. It'll really, really pay off. The cat is tired too. Yeah, we're all tired at this point. Yeah, it looks really good, Princess Butterfly. I think that it's one of those things. A little bit of effort is going to have a huge payoff. This bodes really well. It's a really good card. So, do what you love. Do what makes you feel good. It's a lesson for everyone, right? Do what makes you feel good because it raises your vibration. And when your vibration is higher, then you can attract in the things that you want. Care for yourself, love yourself. Spend the time meditating, reflecting, resting, and it brings in all the good things. Yay! Yay! Okay. Yes, that was a good reading to end on. Thank you all so much for being here. This was really fun. You all are so amazing. Hi, Mukta. I'm actually just finishing up here. I need to head off to bed along with the kitties. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night or day, wherever you are in the world. And thank you. It was my pleasure, truly. And I hope, I'll see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.